Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Herbert Pfende. Very special welcome to you if you are coming for the first time. Today I'm going to demonstrate to you how I make my family's favorite, the honey and sunflower dinner roll. You know, when it comes to food, we must aim to give our families the best. Most of the stuff out there on the shelves in the shops are not for health, they are for business. But when you make your own stuff at home, you have the liberty to choose the best healthy ingredients. Like in this case, you are going to see, using very simple ingredients, I'm coming up with something so special you can't buy it in any shop. I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and please subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching. Right, the first step, mix 350 grams of white flour and 150 grams of whole bread flour in a large mixing bowl. I tell you, baking is nice and easy. Make a little well so you can add the other ingredients. I'll start with 2.5 tablespoons of honey. I should have brought my spatula so see how much honey is left sticking on the walls. Anyway, honey is sweeter than sugar, it should be fine. Next, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of olive oil, or any oil of your choice. Next, I'm adding 8 grams of active dry yeast, then 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. As usual, I separate yeast and salt. Now I have a total of 300 ml of warm water, but I don't pour all of it at once. It could be too much. I leave a little in the jar. Now we can start mixing, and I'm going to add 1 cup crushed sunflower seed. All I do is run the sunflower in my Vitamix just for a minute or 30 seconds. The best way to learn is to mix with your own hands. Develop the skill, use your hands first, then you can use your mixer when you are experienced. Now I'll add a little bit more water. The dough is a bit sticky, it's a bit tough. As you can see, the dough is very sticky, so what I do is I cover the dough and leave for about 10 minutes. Some change is okay while the dough is at rest, and it becomes less sticky when you start working on it to knead it. After 10 minutes, revisit the dough and it's much easier to work with. Look at that. It's now time to transfer onto my silicone mat. Although it's a non-stick mat, I like to dust with some flour. Knead for 10 to 15 minutes for the best results. Right? If you press the dough and it springs back, it means the gluten is formed. Now you can leave to rise for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the temperature of the room. If you put in a warm place, it could take sooner than an hour. So you wait until it rises to double the size. I like smearing some oil to prevent drying of the outer layer. Cover with a cloth and come back after 45 minutes to an hour. Right, today it has taken me 46 minutes. It was rather warm. Press the air out and divide your dough into 12 equal pieces because we want a dozen rolls. So after squeezing the air out, we are going to divide the dough into 12 equal parts. Now my hands are used. When I even without dividing. I just pull off the pieces. I'm so surprised at times when I pull off to find that they are exactly the same size. This is very simple. You can try this after watching this video and you'll see how easy it is to do your own baking, right? It's time to cut the dough. As you can see, I have 12 pieces, which now I'm going to shape one by one into perfectly shaped balls, and I'll put in my baking tray. See how I do it. Simple. Just bring the edges together at the bottom, then I roll it in my palms to form a perfectly shaped ball. So that's row number 1 into the baking tray. As you can see, I don't place on the edges because this is going to rise and become bigger. So row number 2, repeat the same thing. Bring the edges together at the bottom and roll in your palms to form a perfectly shaped ball. That's row number 2 done. Now row number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is looking beautiful. Cover for about an hour and this dough is going to rise and fill the tray. You see, these balls are going to come together and cover all the space, and you know they are ready for baking. Now I don't like eggs, so my wash I use soya milk. Why is it important to brush with soya milk? Because it helps to produce the browning effect, the attractive, appetizing browning effect. If you don't wash with some soy, the rolls will look muddy, but here they will look very shiny and brownish. And this also will help the sesame seeds, which I'm going to sprinkle, to stick to the surface. You have to be generous with your sesame seeds. This is what makes them look like rolls. This is what makes them look attractive and appetizing. And I like the flavor of toasted sesame on the rolls. It makes it so nice. Now it's ready for baking. Baking at 200 degrees in a preheated oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Now it's time for the moment of truth. You are going to see how beautiful my rolls are. So easy. Look at that. Very attractive, very appetizing, very flavorful. It's so nice. You know, you can't buy this in any shop. This is pure, it's natural. You see here I messed up a bit. I put too much pressure on that roll and it nearly collapsed, but it's looking okay. Why do I show you imperfection? I want to show you it's normal to mess up at times. It's normal to do imperfect things. Some people give up because they failed. It's not right. Mistakes happen and you learn by making those mistakes. Next time I know I don't have to apply too much pressure. It's time to test my roll. You can see I've already eaten one. It's nice. That's why my family love this. I'm going to add some peanut butter, my homemade peanut butter. You know, if you try this, you will always want to make these rolls. What I do is I put peanut butter, I put in my lunchbox, I take to work. These rolls are power packed. They'll take you for hours without feeling hungry. Let me taste it. Wow, I tell you, it's tasting nice. I want to challenge you to try this recipe. We eat this every Sabbath, every Saturday after church. We can eat these rolls with some butternut soup or some broccoli soup. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Please press the like button, share and subscribe. See you in my next video.